5 years ago, my credit score was a complete disaster. We're talking phone calls from collectors, denied applications for even the most basic things, and that sinking feeling of being trapped. I felt like I was drowning in financial mistakes, and honestly, I had no idea where to even start. It felt hopeless. Fast forward to today. My score is over 800. I own my home, and I have financial freedom I once only dreamed of. And I did it without any sketchy credit repair gimmicks. So, how did I turn it all around? It wasn't magic. It was a clear 3-step strategy that anyone can follow. If you're feeling stuck, like I was, stick around, because I'm about to break down the exact actionable steps I took to build my credit from the ground up and do it faster than you might think. First, let's talk about the mistakes I was making, because I was making a lot of them. My biggest error: ignoring the problem. I'd let bills pile up, thinking I'd deal with them later. This led to late payments, which are absolute killers for your credit score. Another huge mistake was maxing out my one and only credit card. I thought as long as I made the minimum payment, I was fine. Wrong. High credit utilization, which is the percentage of your available credit you're using, was tanking my score. I was using nearly 100% of my limit, and lenders see that as a major red flag. It signals that you're over-reliant on debt and might be a risky bet. I was trapped in a cycle of minimum payments and growing interest, digging myself into a deeper hole every single month. So, here's step 1. The foundation of my entire comeback. Get a secured credit card. This was a game changer. A secured card works just like a regular credit card, but you provide a small security deposit up front, which usually becomes your credit limit. I started with a $300 deposit. Why is this so powerful? Because it's a guaranteed approval, even with bad credit. The banks aren't taking a risk because your own money is securing the line. This gave me a tool to start building a positive payment history, which is the single most important factor in your credit score, making up 35% of it. I used this card for one small, recurring bill each month, my streaming service subscription, just one small purchase. Then, I set up an automatic payment to pay the entire balance in full, on time, every single month. No exceptions. This started reporting positive activity to the credit bureaus immediately. Step 2 was to tackle my credit utilization. Remember that maxed out card? I needed to get that balance down. So, I started what I called the snowball method. I listed all my debts from smallest to largest, ignoring the interest rates for a moment. I made minimum payments on everything, but threw every extra dollar I could find at the smallest debt. When that was paid off, I took all the money I was paying on that debt and rolled it on to the next smallest one. This created momentum. Seeing those small balances disappear one by one was incredibly motivating. It kept me going. As I paid down the balances, my credit utilization ratio started to drop dramatically. Lenders like to see this ratio below 30% and ideally below 10%. Getting my utilization down had a fast and significant impact on my score. Finally, step 3. And this is the one that really accelerated my progress. I became an authorized user on a family member's credit card. Now, this requires a huge amount of trust, so you need to approach this carefully with someone you're very close to, like a parent or a spouse. The key is to find someone with a long, positive credit history and a high credit limit. When they add you as an authorized user, their entire positive history for that account can get added to your credit report. Their low utilization and years of on-time payments suddenly became part of my file. I never even used the physical card. The point wasn't to spend their money. The point was to benefit from their good credit habits. This instantly lengthened my credit history and lowered my overall utilization, giving my score another massive boost. So, to recap, I got a secured card to build new positive history. I used the snowball method to attack my debt and lower my utilization. And I became an authorized user to piggyback on a great credit profile. These 3 steps, done consistently, took me from a place of financial despair to a place of control and opportunity. It takes time and discipline, but it is absolutely possible. If I can do it, you can too. Start small, be consistent, and celebrate those wins along the way. Thanks for watching, and if this helped, please consider subscribing for more no-nonsense financial tips. See you next time.